So I got up maybe 5 minutes ago. I was about to have a shower, get ready for work and all that. When I come downstairs and I see this. So, cat food bag, Kraft dinner, some K-cups, inside of her tube, relish packages, and I'm like, where the fuck did she get all this from? And then I walk into the kitchen and see this. For fuck's sakes. So now I'm like, well, where the hell? What the hell happened? And then I remembered. These motherfuckers are recording. There. Got it all cleaned up. Except for real toys. Oh my god. Like, this is the 4th morning in 2 weeks I've come down. And she's fucking made a mess. And I'm pretty sure it's her. Because I never had that problem for the, I've had him since 2009. So the 5 years I've had him, I never had that problem. 5 years? 4 years. How fucking old are you? Oh, whatever. I'm gonna watch the footage. It's gonna be fucking Oreo who did it. Make the cat look like a bad girl. So now we're gonna review the footage. And let's see what the fuck happened last night. wasn't just scampers. This was a fucking joint strike effort, both of them. What the fuck happened to my dog to get corrupted and befriend a cat that much, eh? Holy shit. Well, it's all cleaned up now, and they don't either one of them don't seem sick, so I'm just watching them on the cameras, and Oreo's just having a sleep, and Scamper's is hiding, and I need a fucking shower. I smell like a dumpster. But before I go out there and give a shower, just to finish off this this segment, maybe the video, I don't know, but I heard through the grapevine, through the Toronto Star newspaper, that Burger King is looking to buy out Tim Hortons. So how do I feel about that? Well, obviously nothing will change, because if they bought out Tim Hortons with the way it runs now, which is awesome, generating all that revenue from fucking flavored water with milk and sugar, then if they change the name all Tim Hortons to Burger Kings, that would be like commercial suicide in this town. One thing everybody knew in this town is our old Burger King was junk. They had sanitation problems. Well, they got shut down on 2 counts. First one was Labor Board came in because they're breaching the Labor Board and calling people in to work for 1 hour and only paying them for 1 hour. If you get called into work, they have to pay you a minimum 3. Even if you're there for 20 minutes, they got to pay you 3 hours of labor. So the Labor Board was called on them. They got inspected. They got cited. And then like a day later, somebody called the health board on them. They walked in there, saw the kitchen was a disgrace, saw expired food products and such. They shut the fucking place down. And what ended up happening was the building was up for lease, a mattress company took it over, and bada bing, bada bang, bada boom. However, if this happens where Tim Hortons buys, or Burger King buys Tim Hortons, I have a feeling a Burger King is coming back to this town. Let's hope it's new management, they treat the employees right, and they actually, put quality and service, because I have yet to try a Whopper that I won't hate. But I digress. As far as the coffee goes, like right now you can go to the fucking Tim Hortons and get a chicken burger. They sell chicken burgers at the Hortons. They used to sell hamburgers. Oh, dick. They used to sell hamburgers way back in the day when the original Tim Hortons opened. So there used to be a burger joint, but you can get coffee there. And then all of a sudden they introduced donuts, and then they just kind of turned it into a coffee house. It was pretty weird. But the fact that Burger King wants to buy Tim Hortons, I don't know, it's kind of dicked. I just hope the quality of service keeps up, because if it doesn't, then fuck you, Burger King! Fuck you, cat! And fuck you, dog! I'm gonna jump in the shower, get myself cleaned up. Before I do that, though, I just want to say that my script works awesome!
It's friggin' awesome! It works so friggin' well. I friggin' love it. And why am I jerking off a big cock? Yeah.
But seriously, that script for that Marvel, holy. Last night before I went to bed, and I was in bed late last night because I ended up jumping into a hangout with T-Man and them, talking fabrications and shit. But they gave me some more pointers on welding and different things, and anyway, enough of that. But I got to bed at like 6 o'clock in the morning when I finally went to bed. That's what time it was. Because I heard my neighbor's sprinkler system go off, and that thing goes off every morning at 6. And it sounds like a fucking pissed off snake. I'll hear sssss. So of course for me it's like fucking red alert, raise shields. But then I realized the sprinkler, when it starts doing that stupid sound, I'm going to spit in air. But I was like, fuck, so I went to bed at 6, and I got up at 11, so I only had like 5 hours of sleep, but I feel pretty rested. I don't feel too bad. So, yeah. I let the script at 5 o'clock in the morning. I had about 200K in the bank, so I bought the upgrade for Iron Man to push them, turned the script back on, went to bed, so from 5 till 11, 6 hour span, I made another 200K. I was like, are you fucking serious right now? This is awesome! So I got enough to get Iron Man to level 11. And then I noticed, because these missions not only make you money, they also make you experience, every single one of my fucking superheroes is ready to level up. So now I'm going to have to get all them leveled up too, but with this script running, I checked, and there's nothing in the terms of service saying you're not allowed to use an autopilot. What you're not allowed to use is programs like Cheat Engine, and then log into the flash session with Cheat Engine, and then poke around, find your fucking money thing, and then lock it at like $1 billion, and then you can just sit there and buy it. And because it updates in the browser and then on the server, what happens is you'll buy your upgrade, and then your money will sit there and flicker between what you had and what you want. Like it flickers back and forth, and you turn it off, and then bam, it just puts it back to what it was. But it's too late. Your monkey's already in fucking training, getting his shit did, so you didn't have to pay for it. Now that's highly illegal, and I have seen accounts get shut down for that. Not Facebook accounts, but like they basically block you from the game. But this auto mouse is no different than me sitting up there and doing look. It's doing what I would do. So who the fuck cares? But yeah, I guess it is sort of an exploit, but fuck it. If people are gonna do it, man, like, who the hell wants to sit there and play a stupid game every 20 minutes? I ain't got time for that. Fuck. I gotta live my life and shit, and clean up after the cat dog. The messiest combo in the world. Scampers and Oreo. Who would have thought these two assholes would make such a good team? What the fuck? Look at her Halloween cat mode. You see that? She went into Halloween mode. Told you, fall's coming. Okay, enough cocking around, shower needed. Decided to make a pot of coffee today instead of just the Keurig, because I only have, what, 1 coffee left, 1 chai tea, and a... That's the problem with Keurigs. You go through K-Cups like a motherfucker. Shut your face, dirty kitty. But, yeah, you go through friggin' K-Cups like a son of a bitch. It's because they're so good. There's so many flavors, but, I've been told I need to go to the place down the road from me here. They sell, basically you walk in, you pay like 50 cents or something like that a K-Cup, and there's like walls and walls and walls and walls of flavors. So you grab your box and you just start fucking picking up flavors and pitching them in the box, you know? But, we'll have some Maxwell today. That'll be good. A little bit of Maxwell House. Plus I got my coffee at work. This is awesome too. Friggin' sunnier than frig day out today. Yup, perfect day for a romp, but we gotta go to work in like 3 hours. And I just had a shower. I don't want to play outside. I'll get all sweaty and stinky and then have to shower again before work, for fuck's sakes. That's no fun. Fuck you, slow coffee machine! Frig sakes, I can never make the coffee right in there. I don't know why, but every time I make the coffee in the Keurig, well, obviously it comes out right because it's proportioned properly. But when I make the coffee in that coffee pot, I put in the right amount of grains, but it always comes out tasting so fucking strong. And normally what I do is I put 2.5 tablespoons, because it makes 5 cups. And they say for every cup, put in, or for every 2 cups, 1 tablespoon of coffee. So I figured, well, 2.5, that's 2.5 for 5 coffees, you know, whatever. But then it comes out too strong. So then you're like, well, fuck it, I'll just put 2 in. But then it comes out almost transparent. It's like, wow, it's such a fucked up coffee machine. But then again, I only paid $9 for it at Walmart, and it has two options, on, off, you know. No special features onto it whatsoever. So it's not exactly the highest end coffee maker on the market, but I'm gonna need to get another one, probably one with a bigger pot, especially when I get laid off, because I'll be home more and I'll probably be drinking more coffee. Gee! So these cameras do an amazing job. Look, you can tell, you know, they do a friggin' outstanding job of videotaping both the living room and the kitchen, so I gotta give them some fucking cred for that. And the video really cleaned up since I did the firmware update on that one, because I didn't realize I needed one until I installed the new camera. And the new camera came back and said, yo, I need an update. Then the old camera goes, hey, maybe I should get one too. And I was like, fuck, update them both. So it ran the updates, and boom, shakalaka, boom, here we are. Like, that's it. Cameras look great now, you know? Also last night, when I turned off the vlog and I was going to cook supper, I came in the house and I started getting back into video editing. I wanted to edit up another vlog and get it ready for deployment. So while I was dicking around with that, I got a text from Rex wanting to go for coffee. Well, I was like, I don't really feel like going out for coffee. It was about 10 o'clock. No, he got here around 9, and he left at around 11. And while he was doing that, well, when he came over, this is what happened. So I got the tensioner back onto the bike. As you can see, my epoxy weld held. How long? Who knows? But it's back on there. It's hooked on there. It shouldn't fall off. Like it's... I also bent those bottom brackets down to give it more of a pull. Same with the top. I didn't need to modify, so that's done. And I epoxy glued the screen to my new door in, because this was broken. I can't remember where, but this white trimmer on the edge was broken. I was just going to buy a new screen for it, but all they sell is the screen and that rubber trim to basically replace the screen, which is no good. because the plastic lining on the side was broken. That's the reason why the door was free, because Buddy had a blown screen on it. So, and I can't find a frame that size, but basically, well, that goes on the outside of the window, obviously. It just clips into the window here, and then I can have a screen in my window and open the window when I'm working in here and just let air come in without bugs at night. You know, pretty awesome. Fuck, it's a lot worse than I thought. Okay, I'm gonna have to buy some JB Weld. Well, I need some JB Weld because chatting with Daddy Tech Entertainment there on YouTube's, or actually I was chatting with him on Facebook, he gave me a great idea for fixing this. And that's basically to take this part apart, take that top plate and put it aside, grab the bottom plate, and then put the bottom plate in there, seat it as well as possible, and then just fill that fucker with poop, with JB Weld. All over the top, all over inside, and when it hardens, it'll basically be like a fucking brick holding that son of a bitch on. Theoretically, it should hold. I've done work with JB Weld and that stuff's pretty tough, as long as it doesn't get super hot, because then it will go back to a liquid state. But if you give it a proper cure time, you can usually get a pretty damn good result. So, gotta get some JB Weld to do that and fix that up. I also want to try and JB Weld a plate over top of that hole where the tensioner is. As for the tire, I was chatting with Crazy Dave, and I told him about the state of this thing, and he goes, oh, just get the green slime. I'm like, really? I'm like, it says right on there that it's like, not good for these types of tires. And he's like, oh man, he goes, that's all I use in my lawn tractor. He goes, every time I buy a new tractor tire, and I should probably do it to the one that's leaking on here to find out where, but he goes, every time I buy a new tractor tire, I always add the green slime and then inflate it, because, you know, you run over obstacles in your yard, and something could be sharp, like especially me with the kids next door. You know, they decide to bring their dinnerware over, and I don't see it. Then I run over a fork and it perforates my tire. Well, I'm fucked. However, with that tire slime, it actually looks like it fills in the gaps for you. I just don't know. Does it harden? Like, does it get fucking rock hard the moment it comes through the tire? Or is it just like Play-Doh and it'll be there, but if something else pushes it out of the way, then it's out of the way? Like, that's what they never explained. Like, does it actually solidify? But, or why does it solidify when it's exposed to the air, but it doesn't solidify when it's in the tire? That's the other thing I don't get. You know, what makes oxygen different than the air being compressed into there? It's all being derived from oxygen from my tank, you know, or from the pump in the car, or whatever I use. So I don't understand how it works, but they're saying it works. So what I'm going to do is I'll probably pick up like a 10 bottle jug, a $10 bottle. Instead of grabbing like a huge one, I'll just grab a little one. I'll buy a Schrader valve tool as well, because I don't have one. I borrowed Rex's just to see if that was the case, and super wasn't. So yeah, I don't know. But I'm going to need the Schrader tool to remove the valve to pump the goop into the tire pre-inflation, and then inflate and roll the tire, and apparently that's all she wrote. It solves the problem. But anyway, people, I made myself another coffee. I'm gonna go drink this, and it's got to be getting close to launch time for work. So I think I'm going to end this morning vlog. Yes, people, I'm going back to the old format now that I'm back at work. Not like I need to buy any time or anything, because I got a week ahead of me. I'm going to go back to the old format while I'm working, and then once work is done, I'm probably going to go back to doing one video a day and let the time build up so like I can videotape in the morning, edit, upload at night, and go from there. Unless there's a main event coming up where I won't be able to be near a computer, then I'll rush fill it. But anyway, I'm going to end the video here, people. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed watching the cat and dog rip the fuck out of my house. Sons of bitches. They're worse than raccoons. So leave a comment, like the video, and until next time, people, keep on vlogging.